So, chances are you've got some green tea sitting in your kitchen right now, but we're about to look at it in a totally new light. I mean, forget just a cozy, soothing drink for a moment. What if it's actually a powerful ally in one of the biggest wellness challenges out there? Managing your weight.
And that really is the big question, isn't it? Could this simple, ancient drink really hold the key to something as complicated as weight management? It sounds almost too good to be true. But we're going to dig into the science, the history, and figure out what it all means for you.
Okay, so first up, let's make the case for green tea. To really get why it has this amazing reputation, we have to look at how it went from being this ancient wellness secret to a modern-day scientific breakthrough. And its journey is pretty fascinating. For centuries, people in Asian cultures just knew it worked. They used it to help with digestion and fat metabolism. Then, much more recently, science started to catch on. Researchers began zeroing in on its incredible metabolism-boosting properties. And now, fast forward to today, and it's a recognized modern-day ally for a healthy weight.
So what's the secret sauce here? Well, a huge part of it is this compound with a very long name, epigallocatechin gallate. Yeah, let's just call it ECGC for short. This is the star of the show. It's the main antioxidant in green tea, and study after study shows it's the key driver for revving up your metabolism and helping your body burn fat. ECGC, that's the name to remember.
But here's the thing, EGCG doesn't go it alone. To really understand the power of green tea, we need to unpack the other secret ingredients that work together to create its amazing 1-2 punch for weight management.
And here they are, the dynamic duo. On one side, you have the catechins, with EGCG leading the charge, that are basically turbocharging your metabolism. Then, on the other side, you've got caffeine, which acts as an energy enhancer and helps with fat oxidation. It's how these two work together, their synergy, that really makes green tea so effective.
The science is pretty compelling, right? But now, let's get practical. You walk into a store, you look online, and there are a ton of options. How in the world do you choose the right tea for your goals?
Well, your first big decision is usually between loose leaf and tea bags. Loose leaf is typically higher quality whole leaves. That means you get a richer flavor and, more importantly, more of those beneficial antioxidants. Tea bags are, of course, super convenient, but they often contain smaller pieces or dust, which can mean fewer of the health benefits. It's a classic trade-off, potency versus simplicity.
But what if you want to take it a step further? What if you're thinking, I want the most powerful option out there? Well, then we need to talk about matcha. When it comes to maximizing those health benefits for weight management, matcha is in a league of its own.
And why is it so different? Well, think about it. With regular tea, you're just steeping the leaves and then tossing them. With matcha, you're actually consuming the entire leaf, ground into a fine powder. The result is a total powerhouse dose. You're getting more than 3 times the amount of those fat-burning antioxidants, like ECGC, compared to a standard cup of green tea. That's a huge difference.
Okay, so you've picked out your tea. Now what? Let's build your game plan. Because knowing how and when to drink it is what turns this simple beverage into a truly strategic tool.
Here's a super simple 3-step strategy. First, ignite your metabolism for the day with a cup in the morning. Second, enhance your workout. Try drinking a cup before you exercise to really boost that fat-burning potential. And third, this one's just as important, protect your sleep. Switch to an herbal tea in the evenings to avoid that caffeine.
And finally, just remember that not all brands are created equal. You want to look for the gold standard to make sure you're getting the good stuff. That means seeking out high-quality leaves. That's where the catechins are. Look for brands that are transparent about their sourcing and prioritize purity. An organic certification is always your best bet to avoid any unwanted contaminants.
So as we wrap this up, let's just put everything into perspective. It is so crucial to approach this with a holistic mindset. You have to see green tea not as some kind of magic cure, but as one important piece of a much larger wellness puzzle.
And this quote just says it all. The journey to weight loss is a marathon, not a sprint. While green tea can absolutely give you an edge, real, sustainable results always come down to patience and building healthy habits for the long term.
And that is our ultimate takeaway. Green tea is an incredibly powerful tool to have in your wellness toolkit, but it works best when it's supporting a balanced diet and an active lifestyle. It's there to enhance your efforts, not to replace them.
So, we'll leave you with this final thought. Now that you have all this knowledge, what's one small, healthy ritual that you can commit to starting today? Because real change always begins with that first step. Or, in this case, maybe that first sip.